Did you kill Jill Dando?
We extend our heartfelt condolences to the loved ones of Jill Dando, a vibrant and celebrated television personality whose life was tragically cut short in a shocking act of violence. Jill's untimely demise left a void in the hearts of those who knew and admired her, and the mystery surrounding her homicide has continued to haunt both her family and the public for years. Jill Wendy Dando, born on November 9, 1961, in Weston-super-Mare, Somerset, was destined for a remarkable career in the world of journalism and television. Raised in a loving family, she exhibited a keen interest in the world of entertainment from a young age. Her dreams of gracing the television screen were ignited when she wrote to none other than Jimmy Savile in hopes of making her debut on his show. After pursuing journalism at Cardiff Metropolitan University, Jill embarked on her career as a trainee reporter at the local weekly newspaper, the Weston Mercury, where her father and brother were already working. 5 years in the world of print journalism honed her skills, leading to her transition to the BBC in 1985. She began her journey with BBC Radio Devon and then BBC Southwest, where she presented regional news programs. In 1987, Jill's career took a significant leap when she joined Television Southwest and later BBC Spotlight in Plymouth. Her move to national television in London in 1988 marked the beginning of her meteoric rise. She became the face of BBC Television News, presenting the short on-the-hour bulletins on both BBC One and BBC Two. Jill Dando's charisma and professionalism soon earned her prominent roles in various BBC programs. She graced the screens as a co-presenter for Breakfast Time, Breakfast News, and even Songs of Praise. Her contributions to journalism and television were celebrated when she was named the BBC Personality of the Year in 1997. However, Jill's most significant and enduring contribution came through her work on Crime Watch, a program that aimed to reconstruct and solve unsolved criminal cases. In 1995, she took on the role of co-presenting the show, becoming the face of the BBC's efforts to bring criminals to justice. Her dedication to the program, which continued until her tragic end, helped send dozens of criminals behind bars and brought a sense of security to communities across the United Kingdom. Amid her thriving career, Jill's personal life also blossomed. In 1989, she began a relationship with BBC executive Bob Wheaton, which lasted until 1996. Following that, she briefly dated Simon Basil, a national park warden. It was in December 1997 that Jill met Alan Farthing, a gynecologist who would later become Queen Elizabeth II's personal physician. Their connection was immediate, and despite Alan's recent divorce, their love flourished. They announced their engagement on January 31, 1999, with plans for a wedding scheduled for September 25 of the same year. Tragically, Jill Dando's life was brutally and abruptly cut short on the morning of April 26, 1999. At the age of 37, she left Alan Farthing's home in Chiswick, London, only to return to her own residence at 29 Gowan Avenue, Fulham. It was a house she rarely visited, as she was in the process of selling it. As she reached her front door, an assailant approached her from behind. With a chilling level of precision, he grabbed her and forced her to the ground. In a matter of seconds, a single gunshot rang out, and Jill's life was extinguished. Forensic analysis indicated that she had been shot by a 9mm short-caliber semi-automatic pistol, pressed directly against her head, muffling the sound and preventing blood splatter on the assailant. The bullet's characteristics hinted at a handmade modification, possibly a hitman's signature touch. The aftermath of Jill's tragic passing was met with shock and disbelief, both within the BBC and among the public. The investigation, named Operation Oxborough, was an extensive and exhaustive effort by the Metropolitan Police. Yet, despite interviewing thousands of people and taking countless statements, the case remained shrouded in mystery for over a year. It was during this period that various theories began to emerge. Some speculated that a jealous ex-lover or an unknown admirer had carried out the crime, but diligent detective work dispelled this notion. The possibility of a contract killing was considered, but the assailant's knowledge of Jill's infrequent visits to her Fulham residence made it unlikely. Even mistaken identity, a deranged fan, or a case of revenge stemming from Crime Watch seemed improbable in the face of the evidence. The investigation had explored a plethora of leads, including a potential Yugoslavian connection. This theory gained traction due to Jill's involvement in an appeal for Kosovan Albanian refugees, which had been broadcast on television weeks before her tragic demise. It was suggested that Serbian warlord Arkan might have ordered her assassination in retaliation for the NATO bombing of Serbia's public broadcaster, Radio Television of Serbia. However, solid evidence to support this theory remained elusive. In 2019, new information surfaced, indicating a possible Serbian connection. The British National Criminal Intelligence Service, NCIS, provided an intelligence report to the Dando case inquiry, suggesting that her untimely passing might have been retaliation for the RTS bombing, with Arkan ordering the tragic event. This report also highlighted a connection between the bullet used to kill Jill and bullets used in assassinations in Germany. Another chilling parallel emerged when it was revealed that Slavko Čuruvija, an opposition journalist, had been assassinated outside his home in Belgrade a few days before Jill's demise. The method employed in both cases was eerily identical. In 2019, 4 men from the Serbian Secret Service were convicted of Čuruvija's assassination. These discoveries reignited the possibility of a Yugoslavian connection, which had been dismissed earlier. Journalist Bob Woffenden had previously advanced this theory in 2002, contesting the grounds on which the police had rejected it. While it remained an unsettling theory, it underscored the complexities and uncertainties surrounding Jill Dando's murder. As the investigation into Jill Dando's murder reached a standstill, public speculation and frustration grew. Her colleague Nick Ross emphasized the rarity of retaliatory attacks by criminals against figures like Jill in the United Kingdom. Forensic evidence from the scene suggested that the weapon used had been a makeshift firearm, casting doubt on the involvement of a professional assassin. However, this theory was soon overshadowed by the emergence of a new suspect, Barry George. Living just half a mile from Jill's house, George had a history of stalking women and various other antisocial and attention-seeking behaviors. He was put under surveillance, arrested on May 25, 2000, and subsequently charged with Jill's murder on May 28. George's trial at the Old Bailey ended in a conviction, and on July 2, 2001, he was sentenced to life imprisonment. Concerns about the thin evidence against him and doubts about his guilt began to surface. 2 appeals proved unsuccessful, but as discredited forensic evidence was excluded from the prosecution's case, George's 3rd appeal succeeded in November 2007. His original conviction was quashed, leading to a second trial that lasted 8 weeks. In a dramatic turn of events, Barry George was acquitted of Jill Dando's murder on August 1, 2008, and subsequently released. His wrongful conviction had raised disturbing questions about the initial investigation and the reliability of forensic evidence. After his acquittal, some newspapers published articles implying George's guilt in the Dando murder and other offenses against women. In December 2009, Barry George accepted substantial damages from newsgroup newspapers over articles in The Sun and the News of the World, following a libel action in the High Court. George's release left the case once again in a state of uncertainty. While the police had concentrated their attention on him, the true identity of Jill's killer remained elusive. The investigation had encountered numerous roadblocks and false leads, contributing to the perplexing and unresolved nature of the case. Cold case reviews conducted by the police after 2008 concluded that Jill Dando had been killed by a professional assassin in a hard-contact execution. The method used, including pressing the gun against her head, had served to suppress the sound of the gunshot and prevent the killer from being splattered with blood. These revelations painted a chilling picture of the murder, suggesting that it was a meticulously planned and executed act of violence. The suppressive effect of the gun's close contact with Jill's head added a sinister layer to the mystery, leaving investigators and the public grappling with questions of motive and identity. The possibility of a Yugoslavian connection, initially explored and then discounted, resurfaced with the British National Criminal Intelligence Service's intelligence report in 2019. The report suggested that Jill's murder might have been in retaliation for the NATO bombing of the RTS headquarters, with Serbian warlord Arkan potentially ordering the killing. This theory raised unsettling questions about whether Jill's work on behalf of Kosovo and Albanian refugees had attracted the attention of Bosnian Serb hardliners. The shared characteristics between Jill's murder and that of Serbian journalist Slavko Čuruvija added a layer of intrigue to this theory, though conclusive evidence remained elusive. As the years have passed, the uncertainty surrounding Jill Dando's murder continues to cast a shadow over her legacy and the pursuit of justice. Her high-profile career, marked by her role as a presenter on Crime Watch, made her a beloved and respected figure in the UK. Her dedication to helping solve crimes and bring criminals to justice endeared her to the British public, leaving a lasting impact that lingers even in her absence. Jill's funeral, held on May 21, 1999, at Clarence Park Baptist Church in Weston-super-Mare, brought together friends, family, and colleagues to bid a final farewell. She was laid to rest beside her mother in Ebden Road Cemetery. Her life tragically and prematurely ended. In memory of Jill Dando and her dedicated work on Crime Watch, her co-presenter Nick Ross proposed the establishment of the Jill Dando Institute of Crime Science. Together with her fiancé Alan Farthing, they raised nearly $1.5 million for the institute. Founded on April 26, 2001, the second anniversary of Jill's murder, this institute aimed to advance the science of crime prevention and investigation, a fitting tribute to her legacy. The memory of Jill Dando also lives on through a memorial garden created by the BBC television ground force team in Grove Park, Weston-super-Mare. This garden, adorned with plants and colors special to her, serves as a testament to her enduring impact on those who knew and admired her. The BBC, recognizing Jill's dedication to journalism, established a bursary award in her name. This annual award enables students to pursue broadcast journalism studies at University College Falmouth, ensuring that her passion for the field continues to inspire future generations of journalists. In Weston-super-Mare, where Jill spent her formative years, Weston College honored her memory by opening a new university campus on the site of the former Broadoak Sixth Form Center. This sixth form building was dedicated to her and named the Jill Dando Center, ensuring that her legacy remains a part of the community she once called home. Jill Dando's legacy as a compassionate journalist and a dedicated advocate for justice endures, even as her murder remains unsolved. Her commitment to bringing criminals to justice through her work on Crime Watch left an indelible mark on the British public. As the years pass, the mystery surrounding her murder continues to haunt those who admired her. Theories about her killing, ranging from the possibility of a professional assassin to a Yugoslavian connection, have been explored and debated, yet conclusive answers remain elusive. Despite the uncertainty, Jill's memory lives on through the institutions and awards established in her name. The Jill Dando Institute of Crime Science stands as a testament to her commitment to making the world a safer place. The Memorial Garden in Weston-super-Mare and the annual Bursary Award ensure that her legacy continues to inspire and shape the future of journalism. Jill Dando's untimely and tragic death serves as a poignant reminder of the fragility of life and the enduring pursuit of justice. Her memory lives on not only through the investigations and tributes, but also in the hearts of those who were touched by her kindness, professionalism, and dedication to making the world a better place. As the shadows of uncertainty persist over her murder, one can only hope that someday the truth will emerge, bringing closure to her loved ones and justice to her memory. Until then, Jill Dando's legacy will continue to shine brightly, reminding us all of the remarkable woman who left an indelible mark on the world of journalism and the hearts of those who knew her.